Do you think that infidelity is the biggest threat to your relationship? Think again. Now, as a CPA, I see firsthand how money issues can create major strain on relationships. And today we're tackling the taboo topics that couples avoid until it's too late. It's not just about the money itself. Couples clash over money due to power struggles, trust issues, and sometimes just a lack of respect. And if you think about it, ignoring these underlying problems, it's really a recipe for disaster. And here are some hot button issues we have either experienced ourselves or seen others around us experience. First, secret spending. That's hiding purchases from your partner. You hear people all the time, don't tell my husband I bought that. Don't tell my wife I'm gonna buy this. That is what I call financial infidelity, and it's more common than you think. Another one is debt denial, where one partner is drowning in debt, but the other one wants to keep spending and is driving the other partner mad. Pretending it doesn't exist doesn't actually make it go away. And so should we clear off our credit card debt or invest in that promising real estate deal? It's really a tough call and something you really want to work through. The other one is investment preferences. Let's say you're all in on real estate, but they're betting on crypto. You're not aligned, and that also causes friction a lot of the time. Another big one, kids and money. Disagreements around that. Do we build a nest egg for the kiddos and plan to pay through college, or do we let them earn their own way? We have different mentality on that. That creates problem. And this is the worst one I see, financial control. It's basically when people use money to manipulate or control their partner. That is very toxic and really can erode the foundation of a relationship. But guess what? A lot of couples are in the same boat because, they say opposites attract, right? So it's no wonder that spenders find savers and they find it so intriguing. And also vice versa too. So on the face of it, certainly it creates a lot of challenges. But if you really harness the power of this concept of opposites attract, it can actually be really powerful. For example, we don't want to have two penny pinchers married to each other because then we'll never take any risks. And on the flip side, we don't want two super risky people married to each other because then they'll jump at any opportunity and not take the time to analyze any of the deals. So here's the question then, how do we turn potential clashes into collaboration? Here's some things that we can do. First, start with open communication. And that's as simple as sitting down, pouring a drink, and chat about your money and dreams and also worries. Because honesty is the best policy, and when we can discuss our worries and our fears, we can work around those. Example might be, maybe you're itching to invest in a cozy rental property, but your partner is nervous about the mortgage. Well, just talk it out. Address those jitters and find some common ground to move forward. Next, and also very important, is make sure we set shared goals. Find mutual aspirations like saving up for a dreamy vacation or planning that once-in-a-lifetime trip. So the example might be that you disagree on whether to put money aside for a charming duplex that brings in rental income, but we also want to set aside a certain amount for the rainy day or any emergency. So how do we satisfy that investment itch and also your partner's need for security? Those are things to talk through. And also we want to budget together, working together to create a spending plan that lets you enjoy the present while saving for the future. For example, allocate funds for that stock that your partner has been eyeing, but also set aside some money for the down payment on a rental property that you've been dreaming about. And in that scenario, everyone wins. And of course, it's always helpful to seek professional guidance. Sometimes a neutral third party can offer insights that make all the difference. If you're torn between paying off your mortgage early or diving into a new investment property, your accountant can lay out the pros and cons and help you make an informed choice together. For example, what is the opportunity cost of paying down debt versus making that investment? Where are you in your stage of life? Are we ready to build, or are we looking to retain what we have? Answers to these questions help couples take out the emotional part of the money decision and allows us to think more objectively about the best way to handle any disagreements and hopefully arrive at a shared vision, right? That's what it's all about. And it's always important to remember that it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about crafting a financial journey that feels right for both of you. Money talks can be tough, but they're really essential. And if we do it with a little bit of empathy, a little bit of open communication, and more importantly, a willingness to see things from your partner's perspective, you can really turn those money spats into building blocks for a stronger relationship. And there's nothing more important than a power couple building wealth together. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for real estate and investment tax tips.